Welcome to the Airstream Flying Cloud.
This model comes in 23 to 30 foot lengths. Today, we'll be touring the 23-foot version with a queen-size bed.
We're gonna show you the inside before we show you the outside. Let's go. As you enter, the bathroom is gonna be on the left. The bathroom has a 10.5-inch sink with plenty of storage underneath, a porcelain toilet, and a full-size shower. Now, I'm 5'3", but we've seen people up to 6 feet tall fit in here. One of the things that I love though is that it has a bench. On this wall, you will find the controls for the tankless water heater. You'll also find a monitor for your black and gray water tanks, which will show you the percentage of how full the tanks are. The 23-foot Flying Cloud comes with a 17-gallon black water tank. Let me tell you a few things about this kitchen. This sink is 15.5 inches. And it comes with this pull-out hose feature so that you can wash your dishes. In my personal opinion, that is such a great option. There is a cover for the sink to give you extra working room here for when you're cooking. The owners have decided to store it, as I don't particularly like this feature. Underneath, tons of storage. On top, also tons of storage. Moving on to this side of the kitchen, you will find a 3-burner stove with a hood that bends to the outside. This also comes with a cover to give you more counter space to work with. Standard in the Flying Cloud, you will find this oven. However, if you wanted to, you could upgrade it to a convection microwave style oven. However, the owners have decided to keep this and added their own microwave in the storage. A couple more things about the kitchen before we move on to the rest of the Airstream is, I need you to check out this pantry behind me. I mean, look at the size of this thing. All of the wood cabinets that you will find in the Airstream are all made in-house. But not only that, all of these shelves are customizable, so you can adjust the height based on the things that you are storing in this cabinet. More storage. Between the sink and the stove, you're gonna find these monitors back here. One of them is your solar power monitor, and the other one is the pure sine wave 1000 watt inverter monitor. Last for the kitchen, you will find this 6.8 cubic foot refrigerator with freezer underneath. It supports 12 volt or 110 and will switch automatically depending on what power source it's connected to. Across from your kitchen is gonna be your living room. In the original Flying Cloud, this table was a swivel table. However, the owners have chosen to replace it with a custom one that is 1 inch smaller for ease of getting in and out, and also because it's much more stable. If you look at these cushions, you will notice that they are made with ultra leather, which is really great because not only is it scratch resistant, it's also really easy to clean. The 23-foot Flying Cloud sleeps 4 people, so this table collapses and this is an extra sleeping space for them. The 25 and 30-foot Flying Clouds sleep up to 6 people. And of course, before I forget to mention this, there is plenty of storage overhead, and you will notice that these cabinets are quiet closing cabinets. Underneath, you will also find plenty of storage. So we're done with the dining room. Let me show you your bedroom. Now there's a couple of key features in this space that you will want to know about. Number one, because we can't have too much storage in a camper, right? Check out your massive closet. And then you've got all of the space right here. Of course, if that's not enough, there is a smaller wardrobe here with drawers. Now, in the 23-foot Flying Cloud, you can opt for a queen-size bed or 2 twin-size beds. Either way, both of them have storage underneath the beds. In the queen-size version, you can lift the bed to store things underneath. One of the nice things about this space is that you have so many windows, but not only do they open all the way up, they have rain gutters on top to prevent the rain from coming in. This TV is a 12-volt TV, which is really, really nice because it doesn't require the inverter. So as you're getting ready to shut down for the night, perhaps you have used all of those electronic devices to take some photos or check in with your work. Next to the bed, you will find your plugs and you will find your USB adapters to make sure that you are always powered for whatever adventure you have coming up. A few more things to show you before we take you outside are going to be this little panel right here, which controls the heating and cooling of this Airstream. Now this Airstream comes with a quiet stream AC, which is much more silent than the one that the Bambi had. Also, you will notice up here, there are ducts that are installed throughout the Airstream that prevent from having those hot and cold pockets. So you will find that it is much more even hot and cold throughout. Of course, you see these fans up here. It comes with 2 fantastic fans that are also installed for a little bit more comfort. And for those super chilly nights, this Airstream also has a forced air heater that utilizes propane. I'm gonna take you outside where we're gonna meet Adam, and he's gonna show you all of the external features.
Thank you so much, Anna. So the 23-foot Flying Cloud has a hitch weight of 500 pounds, with a 30-foot having a hitch weight of 900 pounds. The owner of this travel trailer took it to a location and had it weighed fully loaded, and theirs came out to 610 pounds. Behind the hitch, we have this power jack, capable of raising and lowering it by 18 inches. If for some reason there is an issue though, you can manually crank it up if you need to. It also has a light, and on top, it does have a bubble level, so you know it is actually level. Next, we have the propane tank cover. And if you take a look inside, we have 2 30-pound propane tanks with an automatic switcher. Some people like the automatic switcher. Some people like to actually have it turned off. That way they know when one of these bottles is actually empty that they need to replace it or get it refilled. Behind the propane tank cover, we've got our battery box, capable of holding 2 batteries. The owner of this trailer decided to go with 2 Battle-Born lithium-ion batteries. Moving around to the curb side of the travel trailer, we have this storage compartment where you can store things that you don't necessarily want to have inside. The Queen version has a single storage compartment, and the twin bed version will actually have 3 storage compartments that you'll find on the outside. Right next to the storage compartment, you will find a pair of outlets, and you'll also find the furnace. The Flying Cloud is a dual axle travel trailer compared to the Base Camp, the Caravelle, and the Bambi, which are single axle. This trailer has a dry weight of 5,000 pounds. Moving a little bit further back, we have the manual awning. The owners have winterized this trailer, so we're not gonna pull it out. But inside the door, you will find the lights for the awning, and you will find this little stepper light. Standard with all the Airstreams is a backup camera. Optionally, you can have an awning installed back here if you want it. And the last thing to talk about back here is this storage space right here in the bumper. And this storage space is actually really unique. They spent some time thinking about it because it's slightly slanted. So if you put hoses in here, there's a drain plug to allow that water to drain out. As we come around the street side of the Flying Cloud, you will find this outdoor shower in case you need to rinse something off or rinse your feet off. Next to the shower, you will find your city water hookup along with your black tank flush. Moving a little bit further down, you will find the vent for your stove inside the trailer. The last thing to talk about for this video is right here. We have our smart plug hookup. Starting in 2022, Airstream moved away from the old twist lock style to this smart plug connection. You just squeeze the little tabs here, pull out, and you can hook up your power. Makes it so much simpler. The single AC unit comes with a 30 amp circuit, or if you have the dual AC units, you can get a 50 amp inlet. Underneath our shore power, you will find the connections for the cable and satellite hookup. Lastly, you will find the fill up for your freshwater tank. The Flying Cloud has a 37-gallon freshwater tank and a 37-gallon gray water tank. We hope you enjoyed the tour of the 23-foot Flying Cloud.
If you'd like to see a tour of the 16-foot Bambi that we made, click up here.
We'll see you in the next video.
Bye.